What are you doing in my swamp? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogreboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is a show that's on Disney Plus. It just ended at least its first season. I don't know if there's going to be more seasons yet or not, or if this was just a limited series. I don't know for sure what they're doing with it. If they're going to have another season, or if it's going to just continue in movies, or what they're doing. But this one takes place 6 months after the events of Avengers Endgame, and Sam Wilson has given up the shield. He thinks it belongs in a museum and stuff, and the government takes the shield and gives it to John Walker, and appoints him the new Captain America. And Sam and Bucky end up having to team up with John Walker and his friend and sidekick, to take on the Flag Smashers, a group of people who want it to go back to being like it was before the blip. They're like a group of super soldiers, and they're trying to find out how to stop them and stuff. And they have to team up with Baron von Zemo from Captain America: Civil War, and stuff, and Sharon Carter. And that's all I'm going to say about this. I don't want to run the series and stuff because there are, like I said, it's still a pretty new series, and I know there are a lot of people that might not have got a chance to watch it, so that's as far as I'm going to go as far as like the big plot details. I don't want to spoil it for everybody, but this was a pretty good show. It did take a couple episodes for me to really start getting into it. The first episode was kind of introducing the story and everything, and I liked it, but I wasn't like completely drawn in at first, and then by the end of the second episode I was starting to get more drawn in, and then pretty much from the third episode on I was hooked. I've really enjoyed this show. I had a lot of fun with it. Once again, Anthony Mackie is absolutely perfect as Sam Wilson. He's been one of my favorite characters ever since he first appeared in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, so he got a really interesting character arc and everything, and I really loved him in this. And I wasn't a fan of Bucky before this show and everything because of obvious reasons, things that happened in the previous movies, but I always kind of felt bad for him in the other ones, but this one really fleshed him out and made me really feel sorry for him and made him a really sympathetic character to me and stuff, and also kind of gives him a personality and makes him a lot more likable. I actually really enjoyed him in this, and Sebastian Stan was really great as Bucky in this one. I really enjoyed that. Emily Van Camp is back as Sharon Carter, and she's definitely not the same Sharon Carter we knew from the Captain America movie. She's changed a lot since then and everything, but she's really good in this movie. I really liked her in here, and Erin Kellyman plays Carly Morgenthau, the leader of the Flag Smashers. She's really good. I really like her quite a bit. I think she's a really great villain and really good character and stuff. I really liked her. She's reminded me of Killmonger, where like she does bad and stuff, but you can understand her motivations and stuff. I think she was really good in this. And then you got Wyatt Russell playing John Walker, who is the new Captain America, and he is really great in this role. I think he gives one awesome performance, and knowing that he's Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's son, just it really surprises me how great he is and everything in this. He just you could tell that he's their son because he is a really great actor, and he was amazing in this role. And he's another character where I don't necessarily like him. I know most people absolutely hate the character, and I can get why they do, but at the same time, I also sympathize with him and can understand his motivations for some of the stuff that he did in here, like especially that one particular part. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about, and I think it was the 4th episode, maybe 5th episode. Yeah, it was 4th episode, I think. That episode was crazy and stuff, the end of that episode, and the thing that he did in there, the big thing that happened and everything. But you can understand why he did what he did if you really think about it. Like I said, I'm not going to go into spoilers on it, but it was a really shocking moment. His performance throughout the whole show is really good. He's actually one character I really can't wait to see more of. And then the one that stole the show completely every time he was on screen is Baron von Zemo, who's always been one of my favorite MCU villains ever since I saw Captain America: The Civil War. He was one of my favorite favorite villains and stuff. I've always said he was really underrated stuff, and I think I'd actually rank him as in my top 5 favorite MCU villains, probably number 4 if I and everything. I know sometime I'm gonna have to do a top 10 MCU villains ranking sometime, but yeah, he'd be in my top 5 for sure, and I just absolutely love him in this show. He has that likable charisma, even though he's not necessarily a good guy. There's just something really likable about him, and his dance and stuff is hilarious, and Daniel Bruhl is just absolutely perfect as this character again, and I like that we get to see him have to team up with Falcon and the Winter Soldier and the Dora Milaje, I think is how you say it. I probably butchered that, from Black Panther. They were really great in here too, and I just really enjoyed this show. It had a lot of really great moments, and I'm looking forward to revisiting it again here before too long. I'll probably binge watch them all now that the series is done, but it's a pretty good show, and I really enjoyed it. So I'd say I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It's a really fun show, and it's a good continuation of the Captain America story and everything without having Captain America in it, if that makes sense. But I definitely would recommend it if you're an MCU fan and everything. You've probably already seen it though if you are. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.